Another beautiful divine moment we have together. And I've been doing some healing for myself and some meditating and sitting and going through my tools, my spiritual tools this morning. And it was much needed today. So maybe there is some need for you. Do you have any spiritual tools that you use to help you and assist you? I'm so grateful. I really am, for the tools that I have. The beautiful shamanic teaching, wheel teachings from the Star Mothers and Dr. Amber Millie Harwolf. The Dragons of Mu. And the next Lemuria. It's been such a beautiful gift, I feel, for my life. You know, we go through so many things in our lives. You know, there's ups and downs that we have, and these tools have really, really been, well, I'd say a godsend. That's what's come to me. But a Star Mother send from the gods and dragons. It's definitely been well, an awakening, an awakening on a continuous journey. So, yeah. And, you know, sometimes we find ourselves not knowing what's next, and, you know, we can get ourselves so in a state where we might feel a bit anxious, and, you know, the unknown can be quite a bit nerve-wracking sometimes. And if you're feeling that, yeah, just feel into that and come into a place of trust, you know, of coming back to ourselves and knowing that, you know, we are a beautiful being, like a spiritual being here, having a human experience on this earth, but we are very powerful within ourselves, and that's how we can come back to ourselves, knowing that we are powerful. And whatever it is that we're sending out to the universe, that's what we're going to get back. That's what the universe is going to give us. So it's really, really important to use your tools, your spiritual tools, and these tools that I have are just amazing. And you may have some tools for yourself that you can use. And Mother Earth is definitely a tool of mine. The elements, the Star Mothers, connecting with the Star Mothers, connecting to the sacred divine feminine that is within me, but also the sacred divine masculine also. But connecting with Mother Earth is a really, really beautiful tool. Connecting with the air, with the wind. And, you know, as we, well, in the southern hemisphere, we're coming into the colder months, and, you know, we might put our heater on and we don't want to go outside and we don't want to feel the cold. But once you do, I find once that I do, and I go out and put my feet on the earth, you know, you can put a warm jacket on, you can go out, you can put your jumpers on, you can put a scarf on. It's not going to be detrimental to you. It's going to be really healing. It really is. And you're going out and you're feeling, straight away, you're feeling that openness, that beautiful expansive energy, you know, instead of being inside and indoors and you're sort of feeling a bit constricted. So heading out and opening up to the wide, big, wide, beautiful, open energies that we have around us, of the wind, of the air, and the beautiful birds that are singing, and the beautiful plants and the trees that are still growing, and they're out there in those elements. and they still grow. And, you know, sometimes there will be a dormant stage as well. So no matter where you are in this world, you might be in the springtime, you might be in the autumn time, and we honour those times that we're we're moving through. So in the autumn times, we're shedding, and we're releasing things that don't really serve us anymore. So if we can move with that flow, with the elements, with the seasons, and knowing that that's what's happening for us in the autumn months, and then in the springtime we can allow the beautiful growth to come through. But that's not saying that we can't still manifest things in our lives. We can still open up our beautiful power of our sacred feminine, sacred divine feminine essence of who we are. And sometimes I can find myself coming back into wanting to just be in a cocoon, and sometimes that's okay. But why are we doing that? Why are we coming into a cocoon? Maybe that's the case for you. Why are we coming into a cocoon and noticing ourselves wanting to hide from things? Why is that? There is a nervousness I can feel with that. We don't want to be seen. We don't want to open up. We don't want to look at. Maybe we're going in, but we need to look. We need to look more of why within us, of why we don't want to do that. Why are we fearing that? Why is there a deeper thing within us? Is there a deeper thing that's still hiding there within ourselves, within our psyche, that doesn't want to be seen, that doesn't want to open up? Maybe that's there for you. Maybe that's there for me to look at that. I'm still working through some things, some issues that my body is working through, that I'm working through. That's bringing up some more things for me to have a look at, and maybe there is for you. It's to do with my sacral chakra, that area of my body, and bringing healing into that. I've been doing some healing, some deeper healing into that, and just allowing the time to be able to do that healing and working a bit deeper, because our body tells us, there's dysfunction going on there, and there's a deeper cause to that. So allowing ourselves to go a little bit deeper into it, and shed and recognize and thank our body, bring it love, bring it light, bring it joy, bring it more happiness. Because we can bring ourselves down if we're feeling snowed under or inundated with some illness or something that's happening in our lives, in our body. It's coming to help us to heal from some things that are still going on in our lives, that are maybe presented on the outside, and our body's feeling that. So this is the case for me. I don't know if it's the case for you, but maybe it is. Maybe there's something there that your body's trying to get you to notice and get you to heal and bring more light and love and the beautiful, radiant, loving light to it, and releasing and shedding what's there that's still creating that issue, that dysfunction from who knows when, from a part of our lives that is still showing up for us, because it's still going to show up if we're not going to look at it and make the effort to shed what it is that's there, ready to be shed. So could be something interesting to delve a little bit deeper into. So I've got the Book of Runes here. I've got the runes with us. So I'm going to actually ask the runes for everybody that comes on here as, a time-sensitive message here, that it doesn't matter when it is, this message can come and guide those that need to be guided, and this is for me included. I'm not separate from everything. Everything is whole. I'm just going to have a little drink of water. Everything is whole, and we are all one. We are all together. We are all helping each other, even though it may not seem like it sometimes. We are all helping each other to come back into love, into oneness, into more of a unity together. Opening up to the divine, opening up to that divine essence within us all. We are all actually assisting each other on this journey. So with that, how can we help each other more? Beautiful, beautiful spirit, beautiful runes. How can we help each other more to come back into a loving unity of oneness together? Beautiful sounds, and they are actually rose quartz runes. I love that. Beautiful rose quartz runes. These are a gift from my mother, and I love that. Maybe you have a gift from somebody that means something to you, that is really special to you. Maybe you might need to share. Okay, got one here. Okay, so this is this one here. This rune. And it's the arrow, so it's pointing. It's interesting. Well, I don't really know a huge amount about the runes, so that's why I'm coming to the book and opening up to the messages in this, and I'm going to read from it. The runes are very, very ancient, Nordic times. Just going to try and find that. Odin is connected with the runes. He's the god, the tree, I can't really remember the name of it now. I read it a while ago, but I haven't really looked into it recently, so maybe it's a little bit more looking in. This is it. Kenaz. A Kenaz. This is Kenaz. So it actually points that way. Okay, so this is the rune here. In Old German, Kenaz means torch, as does its Anglo-Saxon equivalent Ken. The Old Norse for this rune is Kun, Kun, which has the meaning of soar or boil, while the Gothic is Kusma, Kusma, which translate as swelling. I just looked at the beautiful owl that's in the book there. The beautiful owl, the wise owl. So this one here, the torch, represents the use of fire to provide light in the darkness. The word ken is still current in Scotland and means to know, and that's the owl, beautiful owl. Knowledge is enlightenment. Boils and swellings are inflammations and eruptions on the skin, characterized by redness and heat. This use of inner fire is the body's way of ridding itself of toxins. Kenaz also shares the same root as the word cunning, which means craftiness, skill, or ingenuity, the use of knowledge to achieve specific results. There are some associations here that I will read. The shape of the rune itself represents a directed beam of light. Knez is associated with the fire-working blacksmith. Wayland or Wyland, the god of skills and crafts who used his forge to work metals and fashion precious jewellery. A word for an unworked gemstone is carbuncle, which also has the meaning of a pustulant swelling. Knez can therefore signify the application of inner light or understanding in order to achieve your aims. This inner fire can be used to rid yourself of impurities and heal wounds, although this may involve some pain. There is also the suggestion that the misuse of knowledge can result in ulceration of the soul. Knez may denote that you are about to receive the gift of understanding or give this gift to another. The rune also has the connotation of knowing in the biblical sense, hence its astrological correspondence with Venus. Oh, I love that. It's beautiful. So there's divinatory meanings here. So the mundane part of it all is knowledge, skill, controlled energy, successful ideas, painful healing, sexual attraction. Right, interesting. Hence that fire. The esoteric is spiritual illumination, inner guidance. Those tip taps of my little puppy, my senior puppy. So the correspondences to this are the phonetic value is K, the deity is Wayland, the tree is pine, the plant is mullein or Mullein. The animal is nun, the bird is owl, the astrology is Venus, the colour is pink, pink rune, rose quartz, and the element is fire and earth. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to show you these other pictures here. Those ones there of that might give you a little bit of this Venus and the plant of mullein. I don't know really how you pronounce that, but there's the picture up here of this rune with fire and earth. So maybe connecting with those elements to help you through, and this rune is going to actually come forth and do some beautiful magic. So the picture down below, there's the hammers there for the work that they're doing. So the craft. So Knez is connected with crafts and is associated with the god Wayland, who fashioned precious jewelry using the anvil. Okay, so that's called the anvil. Okay, so, and they did use fire, didn't they, when they used their metal in, creating whatever they did. They heated it up, so it can be melded and crafted into the certain shape. So that fire, it comes in, it can be, fire helped for creation, can't it? And that's the beauty of fire too, also, So let's connect with the elements of fire and let's connect with the elements of earth. So we are creating beautiful things here on this earth together. So that's the beautiful message from the runes to assist us, to help us as coming back into unity consciousness, coming back together. So I hope that message has given you something to maybe look at the elements a little bit differently and allow this rune to help you in your life in the best way possible for you. So, yeah, have a beautiful, beautiful time with that. And, when we're connecting with the fire within, the fire within in our heart is that beautiful creation of love. It's an expansion of that love energy. So, let's expand our hearts with more love so that we can create from that place of love a little bit more, and knowing that we are all one. So whatever we gift to others, or we will get that back in return. So just being aware of that, and what is our craft creating for us in our lives. So yeah, being aware of that can be destructive as well. So just that's probably a thing to look at as well. We'll be creating, or we are destroying. So do we want to create something beautiful, something that is, something, a beautiful gem, that creation that's coming into our life? How are we going to create our lives with others? That's a big message, I think, isn't it? All right. Okay. Love to you all, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Okay. Bye for now.